Yesterday I was working and I had a table of 4 not yet middle-aged women, and they were all eating salad and laughing and smiling and shoveling salad into their mouths. It was like a stock photo, but in reality. People make jokes about that not happening, about women eating salad. But it happened. It really freaked me out. Speaking of things that have freaked me out, I saw this movie, The Babadook. It's in Anthony Main Theater, which is one of the best theaters in the Twin Cities, so if you live in the Twin Cities, you should go there. Small tangent. The other day one of my friends told me she was gonna go see a show. I asked, do you mean you're going to the theater or you're going to the theater? She just understood that I was trying to ask, are you going to see a movie or are you going to see a play? Tangent! Done. I thought this dress had pockets. Seriously? It really... Wow. I really thought it had pockets. The Babadook. I don't even feel comfortable saying that name in my room. I saw it with my boyfriend and he knows he's not allowed to say the word in my apartment, and now I'm saying the word in my apartment and I am like a hypocrite or something. This is like Snapchat. I just Snapchat to try and make the most unattractive face I can, and then mass send it to everyone in my contact list. Anyway, I saw that and it has left me terrified for a while. It's an Australian film and it's written and directed by a woman named Jennifer Kent. It's not just the monster. I'm not going to tell you any spoilers, but it deals with some really complex psychological issues that this woman's going through. Woo, there's some really cool editing where with the monster, and I'm trying to be vague about it, but the stop motion and the design of this book and stuff, and it just, oh, it really got to me. I was freaking out in the theater. I had a very visceral reaction to this film because it wasn't just unsettling, it dug into me. And I get scared when I'm just thinking about the film. Like the other night, I was trying to go to sleep, but my foot was sticking out from underneath the covers, so I safely did the, you know, the tuck where you raise up. This is your foot and the blanket goes around your foot and it's perfect. And I did that thinking, rather safe than sorry, you know. I'm already chancing it as it is with my arm hanging over the side of the bed and my neck exposed for vampires. When will I grow up? I don't know. I sleep with a nightlight. It explores these really interesting issues using the monster as a metaphor for, I don't want to tell you because you're just gonna see it. I don't know, I got so huffy about that. I don't know if it's still in theaters. It's still in theaters here. I just want to impress upon you how incredible it is that this film scared me initially and had a lasting impression where it scares me when I think about it. The first genre of film that I really got into was horror, and it started when I was 2 years old. The first movie I ever saw was Poltergeist. When I was in middle school and high school, I almost every Tuesday and Friday would rent 5 or 6 horror movies and then just watch them through the night. I was just obsessed. In the history of all this, only 2 movies have ever scared me, and that's Poltergeist, because I was 2, and afterwards a clown showed up under my bed, and the clown sequence is what I found the most disturbing, and when I found the clown I was like, I am 2 years old and I know that this is bad parenting. And The Ring scared me because for 7 days I was like, I'm gonna be killed. I'm gonna die. I wanted to smash all the screens of TVs around me because I thought maybe then they couldn't turn into portals for Samara to come and scare me to death. So yeah, incredibly well-crafted horror film. I don't want to say this because I have an incredible loyalty to the things that are my favorite, but I think it may have replaced my favorite horror film, which is John Carpenter's The Thing, because John Carpenter in the 80s was just on point with the horror. I'm not the only one who feels guilty when their favorite things are replaced, am I? Because it is, oh, it is a real, like, tumultuous process that takes place inside when I decide, oh gosh, no, This thing's my favorite now, I'm sorry, this other thing. I saw the movie in theaters with Sam, and I was the girl that was like burrowing my head into my boyfriend's shoulder, and I was like, who have I become? What is going on here? This movie is so scary right now. He told me afterwards that he was completely prepared to leave the theater if I wanted to. I was like, oh no, I would never do that. So I watch a film and I'm like 20 minutes in, it has to be finished no matter how. If I think it's just horrible, there are only 3 instances in which I wish I had turned the movie off, and that is Sallow or 120 Days of Sodom, Teeth, and I can't remember the third movie, but it's something in that vein of just ugh. That first one, the director was murdered after that movie got released, and no one ever solved the crime. That should tell you. It's in the Criterion Collection though, so I had to watch it because I want to watch all of the Criterion Collection, and whew, I think everyone knows what the movie Teeth is. I'm not gonna even touch it. It's just a thing. Oh, I remember what the third one was. Lars von Trier's Antichrist. That was fun. That was a fun ride. Amazing cinematography, just stunning. But I had a lasting phobia of foxes, where I could not look foxes in the eyes because of that fox in that movie that looks like it's dead, and then Willem Dafoe's like, hey, are you alright? He doesn't say that, but it's kind of like that. And then the fox is like, chaos reigns. And I was like, no, no, no. I don't want chaos to reign. I want there to be some benevolent force in this whole universe. Whew, I get really into movies. Whew. I have to go pack now because I'm going to Nashville in a few weeks. A couple weeks? I don't know. Time is so hard to keep track of in my brain. But I won 2nd place for Best Music Video at this thing, so there's gonna be an award ceremony and a conference and stuff, and then we're gonna do a 24-hour film challenge, which I'm like, I did a 48-hour one and I don't know how that even, you know, worked out, and we're cutting this in half? Whose idea was this? Of course I have to, you know, plan my outfits this far in advance. The things that come to my mind, I'm like, yay, we're going to Nashville. Going to Nashville, the old Bible Belt, home of rustic taverns. I just think the air is gonna smell good. And that one band that I saw over the summer, Judah and the Lion, and I got really attached to that song Sweet Tennessee, so I'm totally just jazzed about going to Tennessee. Sick. I should make a playlist. I'm gonna make a playlist. Oh gosh, am I gonna make a playlist? So long, I will see you again sometime soon.